Hey guys, Chico here, and happy 2024, but I think we did that already. And first car of the new year. I think I've got, before I start explaining this gorgeous car I've got here, I, I want to, it's strange. I was on eBay just looking like we all do, and this 67, no, I always got some oldies on. Uh, GTX on eBay for $72. And I knew it was used, so I figured that, no, not really. But they had a few pictures, not many, and I really looked at it hard. And normally I leave these alone, but I took a chance on this one, and I couldn't be happy. I've got gloves on, and I don't generally deal with gloves, but this car has created a little conundrum with me. Before I show you anything, I just want to talk about the finish on the paint. It's of a showroom quality that almost none of the other models that I have a finish like this. Now, the resin cars have a fine high gloss finish to them, and a few others. But this car has a finish on it where the clear coat, it's like looking through glass down through the paint. The paint job is just phenomenal on this car, and I couldn't believe it when I took it. And the first thing I did was put a fingerprint on it. So I said, well, I guess I'll put some gloves on. But enough about buying a used model, because there's nothing wrong with that. I try and find a deal wherever I can. So I've got this 67 Plymouth GTX. This is a gorgeous car. They have the GTX is actually in the stripe. I'm not sure if I can get that. I can show that to you. I've got to pull my glasses down so I can try. No, I can't. It's so glass-like. You might be able to see that if I get that up close enough, where you can see the GTX is in that. I got the right stripe? Yeah, the right stripe. It's in this stripe. It's not a decal. It's beautifully embossed right in there. Very hard to see. There's no spare, but the trunk opens. No spare. The interior is really cool. You know, they got the back seats where the package shelf goes over top of the edge of the back seats, kind of like Ford did with their T-Bird convertibles. Really, really cool. Regular Chrysler mags on it. The interior is really nice. There's a couple other things I want to talk about on the car. We don't have dogleg hinges for the doors. We don't have dogleg hinges on. We have regular hinges here. Also, the serial number is not on the door jamb like we see on most of our models. It's actually up right here in the corner on the bottom of, well, this is your A pillar, and coming down here, you might want to call that your, not really firewall, but it's right there on the edge of that, on the inside of the door right here, right in here. It's right in there. They have the actually have the serial number for the car there. And I want to show you the engine. Gorgeous 440. I think they call that the Super Commando. Yeah, that's the Super Commando. Hinges, fully wired. This is a GTX 67. So it has the correct master cylinder, no power brakes, no power steering, automatic transmission. Just a really nice car. Trim is all chrome. Beautiful paint job. The turn signals are up on the corner of the fenders. Guys, this is a nice car. And you know how I am about Mopar, even though I love my 442, but this is really a gorgeous car. Now there's two things. Maybe somebody out there can school me. One is, I do know that sometimes die-cast cars are made for dealerships. And I'm not sure about this, but underneath on the chassis, and I can't use my iPhone. I don't have the stand and all, so to zoom in and out. Otherwise, if I flashlight, you're never going to read it. It's Daimler Chrysler is on the frame rail. And so I Googled that, and that is a Chrysler dealership. And then it had, it's sold by Promotions. Die-cast by Promotions, or it says Die-cast Promotions. Daimler Chrysler, and this was 2002. 2002. So I Googled die-cast Promotions, and boy was I surprised. I mean, they've got die-cast cars for sale that are just, they carry everything you could possibly think of in every category that I didn't know about them. Now, I know I'm a big fan. You always hear me talk about die-cast model wholesalers, Fairfield Collectibles, my flea markets, and wherever else I can sometime going through the internet, just Googling die-cast cars. So this is something I'm going to look into for 2024. It's halftime on the Kansas City game, and I will be getting back to that, seeing as how I just want to see who does what. Right now, the Bills are winning. And my Eagles are out. Let me get the whole story done. We had a rough end to the season, and don't beat me up, fellas. A lot of you guys lost too, so we'll just lick our wounds and see what happens next year. But anyway, back to this. This is gorgeous, gorgeous car that I got for $72. $8 in shipping, and not only that, but I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was right over the bridge in New Jersey. I don't know whether it was Palmar or Delanco or something. I forget. Anyway, I paid for it, and I got a tracking number the next day, and the next day it was delivered. I've never had a model delivered that fast. In all the years I've been collecting, I've never had a model delivered within literally a day and a half. So eBay delivered on this one. They really did. So I've got a great car, my first car. Now, you know I'm old school, and I promised I was going to get into some new stuff for 2024 and do a little bit more on the foreign cars. But this is just one of those deals that I'm crazy enough to take a chance on. And the pictures were just good enough for me to want to pull the trigger on it. So, I'm not going to make a long video tonight. I've talked too much on other videos. I hope our service members out there are doing well, because things are getting rough out there in the Middle East. So you boys keep your powder dry. And we're talking to everybody, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and you Coast Guard boys too, because you're not far from the mix either. To our first responders, we appreciate you. And for those that don't know me or just turned your channel or TV on, I'm Chico White. This is my man cave, and I collect die-cast cars. You guys be safe. Peace out. I'll catch you later. Chico.